Okay, you ready to get down to it? Let's put on some makeup. You should have your palette with at least the four, your main highlight, your brightening highlight, your contour, probably a lip and cheek. And if you had either a color corrector or something, you might have a little bit more than four, but four is the basic. Those four colors are your basic. So that's what I'm going to do today, covering the basics. First, I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to dab it in my contour. Just real easy. You don't need a whole lot. Now, contour is very cool toned. It's going to give you shadows. It's going to draw in the light. Not reflect it. Perfect placement is find your cheekbone, which is normally right here, just above the ear. And you're going to want to follow it on the very bottom of the cheekbone, just on the very bottom part. And you don't have to go far, maybe to like the corner of your eye. You can rub it, you can staple it, however you want. Go in on the other side, doing the same thing. I'm going to find that, like I say, look right above your ear. Find that cheekbone. And there you go. Perfect. There. Then I like to put a little on my forehead. This is going to kind of help to cast the shadow. So when you have your bright eyes where you want to brighten here and down here, that's where the focus, when somebody looks at your face, that's what they're looking at. They don't know it, but that's where their eyes go to. So I also like to take just a little bit of contour right here on the bottom of the jawline, especially if somebody like me who has a very short neck. It kind of helps to kind of make that little break there. So here we go. And I like to put a little bit, just a little bit underneath here. And that is going to emphasize the bottom lip. See how you have kind of like you have your pout going already. So that's kind of cool. Then next I like to take my brightening highlight. That's going to be the lighter of your colors. And just dab, seriously dab a little. And on the inner corner and the outer corner of your eye. Inner corner, outer corner. There we go. And I like to take a little bit down the front of my nose. And then I would put a little here on the little triangle part here between your eyes. Right here on your lip, above your lip, and on the chin. This is where the bright part is. Then I normally take, you can also contour your nose. I didn't think about that at first. You can take just a little bit if you want to kind of thin the nose out, but the brightening definitely goes there. Then I'm going to take the other end of my brush and I'm going to go in and get my main highlight, which is going to be the darker of your two highlights. And I am just really just kind of stipling it on super light. You don't need to dig in it. This is going to be what kind of corrects and evens out your skin tone. Usually put a little bit on each side there. Then, if you want, you can add the lip and cheek in the space between your brightening and on the very top of your contour. Kind of goes right there. I like to blend mine in first because I tend to blend the blush a little harder. So what I would suggest doing first is go in and I start with the light places. You're going to get your outer corner, your inner corner down here a little bit, and then the rest you just kind of patting in under the eye. It's very thin skin there, so you don't want to do a lot of tugging and pulling. but it does brighten that eye. And the lighter colors here, the brightener, reflects the light, whereas the contour caused shadows. And I'm going to just blend that in a little. Then I'm going to flip it around on the other side and just go on in with the big part here. Then I'm just going to go in and blend the rest of my main highlight. Kind of buff, just an easy buff on that contour on your nose if you're wearing any. And what you're doing is you are just blending everything together. Everything has a place. Sometimes if you miss a spot, you can go back in, just dot it on, blend it out. Super duper easy. And then then is when I normally will go in after I've if you need to blend your contour, blend up very lightly, because if you rub it too hard, then it is going to blend away. And you want to keep that shade coming in. Now, I would say I like to use my fingers. If I'm doing it this way, I will use my fingers for the lip and cheek. And I would just take just a little bit right up here in the middle like this. Then you're just going to blend it. Just kind of blend it a little bit. It's very, very easy. Very, very easy. Now, I'm going to put on just a little bit of bronzer just to kind of show you guys where it would go. Because not everybody's going to get that first, although I suggest it. And bronzer, as you can tell, is a little bit warmer. You just want to put that anywhere the sun might hit. On the tops of your cheeks, definitely on the forehead, the tops of your cheeks. And usually then I'll just take the rest, maybe tip of your nose, maybe on your chin. And then I'm just going to take the rest to blend in my contour on my jaw, and just kind of blends it down into your neck so that you get a finished look. Now, some of you got illuminators, which are really cool. It's going to have I use my finger for that too, just a little bit of light on the very top of your cheekbone. And it's not something that you're going to see right off the bat, but when the light hits it, you'll know it's there. Usually we'll put like a dot on the edge of the nose. Sometimes if you want to go up the nose, you can. On your Cupid's bow. And then just a little dot here. Now, I go back in and then you add the lip and cheek. It's so easy, guys. And there you go. That's pretty simple. It's done. Then you're ready for your stay spray. A lot of times I would suggest too having a perfector sponge that can get in to help just kind of press. You're not rubbing, you're just going to press. So what you do is you would spray some of your stay spray, and then you're going to want to just kind of dab around the eyes. And the sponge is good, damp, not wet, damp. And then you just take it and you can just kind of press it in everywhere. And you are all set to go. After that, you're ready to rock and roll. It really is that easy. If you have any questions, as always, you can get in touch with me and I'll be glad to help you. Welcome to the wonderful world of Saint.